Hello, and welcome back. I just recently got back from a week and a half of house sitting for a family friend, and by recently I mean like another couple weeks ago, by the time I've built enough gusto to record. Also, there was an so now we're on the opposite side of Colony 6. Issue with the recording the first time. So I had to decide whether I wanted to re-record everything or dub over myself. I don't have the energy to replay all that, I feel. And I had an earache when I was writing this entire script, so as such, it's dubbing time. Today, there'll be a couple of things I'd be fixing to talk about, but the most pressing of those be our new, old party member, good old Dunban. Dunban is a tank, like Rhine. His arts and skills are built around drawing aggro from the other battle party members. Blossom Dance! Blossom Dance is fun. Dunban has a lot of fun arts. Gale Slash, we've seen, functions as an opening art for a lot of the others, like Worldly Slash, which lowers strength as well when used immediately after Gale Slash. Electric Gutbuster inflicts break in the same way. Then you have Steel Strike, which inflicts topple on enemies suffering break. There's no need for Gale Slash to open it up. It just does it. Dunban and Rhine are the two party members with the reliable topple arts. Peerless cures the party of Confuse and draws aggro. Wish I should use more. Battle Eye inflicts lock-on the enemy, increases Dunban's chance of a doubled auto attack, and fills the talent gauge when he evades. Spirit Breath confers him with haste, increasing his auto attack rate, and removes debuffs. And Blinding Blossom is an interesting art, which absorbs aggro from another party member that you choose. And this is it actually at this moment. Dunban only has 8 arts. Unlike Rhine, who tanks by having lots of health and defense, Dunban tanks by just not being hit. Agility is his bread and butter. Currently he has about 1 point of agility more than Shulk by default. Currently he has about 9 less because Shulk has equipment that increases his agility by 10. So. Yes, cat? Why are we doing this now? Of course, his lower health and defenses mean that when he does get hit, he's worse off for it. It's give and take. So, this massive weeb uses katanas. His current one is the anti-Mechon glaive that I suppose Dixon only just recently developed. Mechon aren't going to be in a noticeable issue for a while, but when they return, Dixon will have a shop going with anti-Mechon weapons for the whole party. Give or take, the whole party. The anti-Mechon weapon's whole gimmick is that they can damage Mechon without Monado Enchant. Otherwise, they're weaker and lacking in gem slots when compared to similarly scaled weapons. So, you might have heard of something called the Naked Dunban strat. But Sean, you might say, Sean, what would be the point of removing all of Dunban's armor when he's already so squishy? What possible benefit could that serve? Well, dear viewer, Dunban has an entire skill tree dedicated to not wearing clothing. The first skill of his wisdom tree increases the amount of aggro he draws when he has no armor equipped. Another increases his agility while at low health, and the final skill is just a flat increase to agility when going commando. You can also skill link Inner Peace to other characters, so you can have a whole group of lunatics running about without any clothes on at inappropriate times, like when meeting royalty, or on snow-covered mountains, which is where you might initially unlock the skill for Dunban if you focus on his wisdom tree from this point onwards, like I did for my first playthrough. As much as I enjoy a meme, I think I'm going to purport myself differently for this playthrough. Dunban's gem crafting abilities are thus. As the shooter, he's a combo master, causing qualities to grow stronger when the flame is constant. As the engineer, he has good strong, poor medium, and average gentle. Anyways, as always, I've got links to my Ko-fi and Redbubble in the description below. if you like what I do or want my art on your things. You can like, you can comment, you can subscribe. You could do none of these things. I'm not the boss of you. Or am I?
I thought it was you. Nice to see you, Dixon.
It's been a while, Grandpa. 1 year, if my memory hasn't left me. Good to see you haven't kicked the bucket.
Put a sock in it.
Wait. Dixon? Dunban? You're the heroes who risked your lives a year ago in the battle to defend the colonies.
What's a pretty young lady like you doing hanging around with this bunch of slackers?
Dunban, Dixon. Thanks for helping out back there. I don't believe we did anything.
He's right. Save your thanks for that giant bird.
What was that thing?
A Telethia. A mystical beast that protects the sleeping Bionis. Though I've never heard of one ever venturing down to where us Homs live. Strange.
A Telethia? So that's what it's called. A mystical beast that protects the Bionis. So, what's your plan from here? Follow that metal-faced machine, I presume?
What else? He's gonna pay for what he did to Fiora.
Well then, there's only one place he'd go. Galahad Fortress in Sword Valley. A year ago, those things were building a huge fortress, right in the valley. Tactically, it's an excellent location to launch attacks from. I feel there's a strong chance they've now finished building it. That would explain why both colonies were attacked recently.
Sword Valley. The very place where we made our last stand 1 year ago.
So it's settled. Bash down a fortress and smash some metal brains.
Easy, Ryan.
Shulk?
There's somewhere else I need to go first.
Well, what could be more important than... Wait, you saw another one.
Saw what? What are you on about? These visions sound pretty handy. Well, out with it. What do you see?
I was somewhere very high up. I was fighting at the peak of a huge tower. Fighting Metalface. I heard a voice. And then the Monado's power was unleashed. His armor instantly gave way. The Monado doesn't work on Metalface at the moment. But if that vision comes true...
A tower, huh? Doesn't give us much to go on.
Can you remember anything else from your vision?
I remember... a huge horn. That's it. As I fought Metalface, I could see the Bionis Head.
Prison Island.
Prison Island?
I've never been. But I've heard of a black tower at the head of the Bionis. They say it was built by the ancient High Entia race.
The High Entia are real. I thought they were a myth.
I wouldn't blame you, son. An ancient race living at the top of the Bionis? It does sound crazy. But Bionis is home to all kinds of different people, not just us. That includes the High Entia.
The High Entia, huh? I dismiss them as folklore as well.
Never assume anything. Seeing is believing, right?
Have you ever met one?
Well, yeah.
Wow. Dixon, man, you're just full of surprises.
What
Cat?
can I say?
Get off.
I'm well-traveled. And it's all for your future. Day and night I've searched for new lands, met new cultures, and gained knowledge for our people. The life of a wandering old fool. A lonely one at that.
Stop your whining. You do it because you enjoy it.
Cat, if you're going to be on my lap, I can't have you walking around and sticking your tail in my rice.
Dunban.
Well then, Shulk, what's it to be? We'll head there.
Sit.
There are
sit.
alternatives.
Sit down. Sit down.
We could abandon the colonies, find a place the Mekon will not discover and live in secret. I realized something when we were fighting Zord. Wherever we go, they'll follow. We can't run from these things. We must fight on. I see. Then I am obliged to join you. You want to come with us? Scared I'll get hurt? No way. We know you're stronger than anything. Right, Ryan?
You bet.
I've recovered a great deal since we last met. And that miserly old coot over there made me this. Sharp, light, perfect for cutting through steel. Show me a mechon and I'll slice it in two. I might not be in peak condition, but I'm useful.
I can't thank you enough.
We're in it together now.
You can count on us, Dunban.
Miserly old coot. That sword is forged from mechon armor. It's worth every penny.
So you keep saying.
If you want to go to the Bionis Head, you'll need a guide to get to the upper regions.
We're at the bottom, so I guess the only way to go is up.
Right. But we'll need to go up the lower back first.
The lower back?
Colony 6 is right at the top of the Bionis leg. So we'll have to head around the waist. Through a place called Satorl Marsh. Follow me.
Satorl Marsh! Heyo! Yeah, we got a whole bunch of people with us. Also, we can't use Dixon anymore. Oh, it's you. Right, I still need to deal with that. Goodbye, light. Goodbye. I'm not going to touch you for a long, long time, probably. Oh, hey, because it's raining, nebulas are out. They don't take a lot of damage from physical attacks, and they explode. So let's not deal with them. We're now on the other side of Colony 6. However, I believe that both of the entrances are still closed, so we can't actually get inside yet. Not that it matters, because there's nothing there for us yet. So we shall move on! Yay, Dobercorgi! My head hurt while I was recording the first time too. It tends to do that, along with my knees, whenever the weather starts changing. You hear that, weather? Knock it off! I don't remember the exit to Satorl Marsh from Colony 6 looking like that. But then again, my memory is terrible, so who can really say? I sure can't. Then I decided to play as Dunban. Yay! Welcome to Satorl Marsh. It sucks!
I've never seen anywhere like this.
You see? This is why I've been saying you need to get out of the lab every now and then. We're aiming to get inside the Bionis. We can get to the upper regions from there.
Wow. I've never thought about going inside the Bionis.
The closer we get to the top, the more monster trouble we're gonna run into. The only things that venture this far in are the Nopon merchants and curious types like me.
You really know all the fun spots, eh, Dixon?
You want to get to the top? Then this is the only way.
We'll push on, no matter what.
That's the spirit, Shulk.
Why you gotta be so weird, Dixon? Also, what do you mean you've never thought of going inside the Bionis before? You have a mine! Here's some Oopas. Let's kill them.
Follow my lead. I'm ready.
Don't let a single one escape.
Electric Dustbuster. Leaving a mark. Stay correct. Split edge. Prepare for the next fight. Nice job.
Okay, let's get going.
Oh, hello.
Now we're putting together. Focus on
Ah! I've been defeated.
I will draw straight. Your days are numbered. Okay, let me know. It will take more than that to slow us down.
Okay, let's get going.
Let's stay focused.
Really, Shulk? You're gonna use Monado Buster on an Oopa? That's weird. You're weird, Shulk. I love the jumping in this game. You're going to see a lot of nebulas in the marsh. What the hell? What was that? Also, at night, a lot of mobs, particularly up in the trees, get replaced by really high-level crap. Let's see. Yeah, that guy. During the day, that's a much lower leveled quad wing. Luckily, unless you intentionally attack these high leveled replacements, you should be fine as they're not aggressive.
Everyone, look. It's a group of Nopon.
Ah, some Nopon merchants.
What do you think they're up to?
They must be here for a reason. Let's go and ask them.
Good idea.
Guess what I hate? Alerts. All kinds of alerts. Even this one. That startled me. I have a very nervous disposition. They fill me with upset. And guess what I forgot to do? I didn't do my usual list of side quests for this area. I'll have to do that later. Maybe over the weekend. Oh, it's daytime. Let's go back to look at that quad wing. Yeah, look at that. It's a much more reasonably leveled quad wing. It's just aggressive, so that's the trade-off. Wander around during the night when things are more capable of killing you, or wander around during the day when things want to kill you. Ooh, this battle driver is hella good. Much higher damage and defenses, 1 gem slot over none. An excellent weapon that I forgot to equip to Ryan, even if I'm not using him right now. I also buy the katana for Dunban, and also forget to equip him. Cool. This shop also has battle manuals for all of Dunban's current arts. I do need to start unlocking art levels for everyone, but it's real expensive to do. I might need to do some money grinding. I want to do right now is what? Why? Where? Oh, you.
Ha! The time is now. Born in a world of strife. Against the odds. We choose to fight. Blossom dance.
I love Blossom Dance. It's so fun. Anyways, what I want to do right now is beeline through the story as much as I'm able, because I want the rest of my friends. Let's take a little detour and take a look at this cliff tunnel path. It's got bats. Yeah, and that's about it. Besides some collectibles. I don't remember if this is ever used for any quests, so it's of no use for us right now.
Could you teach me how to use a rifle sometime?
So that's how it is. Given up the sword already.
No, that's not it at all.
Oh, let him have a go, Dunban.
Dunban, you cheeky bastard. Swamp. And the sneaky monsters attacking from the trees don't help either. Satorl Marsh during the day is ugly and obnoxious.
It'll take more than that to slow us down.
Cool. Let's keep this up.
Okay, let's get going.
Keeping an eye on the minimap for mobs that might jump you might be a good habit to get into here, since a lot of them are above you and easily overlooked. Underlooked? Sure. In other thoughts, there is a risk to... saying all this in rapid fire is rough. In other thoughts, there is a risk to beelining the story like I intend to. It would be very easy to get out-leveled by upcoming enemies. Even with all the side questing I was doing, I only just managed to match Zord's level. Luckily, I've still got some time before the next boss fight at level 28, especially with the random fetch quest that precedes it that I forgot existed. Surprise! It's a vision! 5 lemon stones should be enough. We have to take them to Zazadan as quickly as possible. So, Zazadan. Zazadan is going to be an important character for a long quest chain later on. He's dying right now, maybe. Luckily, we can Schrodinger this fool and leave him until we can blow through this whole quest chain all at once. Here at Zaldania Waterfall, there's just so many quad wings, and one unique that I killed for the hell of it. It's part of the reason I didn't want to re-record this episode. Oh, quad wings also have a fairly effective funky dance that puts everyone in an area to sleep. So, watch out for that.
Let's keep on going like this, guys.
A tougher battle.
Cool. Let's keep this up.
Okay, let's get going.
Let's go. Everyone, do your best.
I don't want anyone dying out there.
I feel my power returning.
Hero Dunban, back with a vengeance.
Feel strike. This will leave a mark.
Take your edge.
Don't get careless. Now's perfect for a chain attack. Shadow Armor for our fury. Steel strike. Go. Full force.
Okay.
One thing that is unfortunate right now is that Dunban's affinity with everyone is lacking, which impacts the efficacy of the chain attack. Charlotte's Thunderbolt is very effective for these fights though. Born in a world of strife, against the odds, we choose to fight! Blossom Dance! I love Blossom Dance. I'm going to die. Nice, it's dead now. Why did I do this? I know there's a heart-to-heart over on the cliff there, but is there any other purpose beyond that? Who can say? Will I be back here shortly for that upcoming fetch quest? Who can say? This feels like a trap. It's not, though. Not now, at least. Hey, it's everyone's favorite thing, a poison swamp. We have entered the Dark Souls of this game. And there's lizard people up on that cliff, and a heckin' quadwing over in the tree, and frogs in the swamp. It's all just a dang old nightmare.
Let's stay focused.
Poor Dunban. Here, climb this wall with only one arm. That can't be easy. Hello, lizards. Yeah, screw it. Let's kill these lizards.
Focus. Everyone, do your best.
I don't want anyone dying out there.
Thank you, Dunban. All right, I'm feeling it. Okay, just one more left. Backslash. Split end. Electric gut buster.
My rifle's getting hot.
I expected a tougher battle.
Let's keep on going like this, guys.
Let's stay focused.
Here's something I just noticed. There's a little dot in the targeting. There's a little dart. Dart? Why? There's a little dot in the targeting reticle that indicates linked enemies. If you attack or are attacked by one of these enemies, their linked pals will get involved too. Oh, speaking of linked enemies, these guys are in the way. Gotta kill him real quick. Yeah, Blossom Dance! Blossom Dance is a ton of fun. The landmark that we're heading towards now has a couple of notable enemies about it, but the most notable of them doesn't appear at night. Before that though, there's a quad up in the tree that will 100% attack if we pass under it. Or it would have if the day-night cycle hadn't ticked over and replaced with a stronger, nicer version. Oh man, is Satorl Marsh better at night or what? Both beautiful and possessed of less irritating enemies. Here's the Ferrises. These get swapped out as well. Man, these guys are dope. Here's the landmark I just mentioned. There's two unique enemies. There's two unique enemies around here. Up on the cliff is a unique Igna, Tumultuous Felix, and his whole posse. And only around during the daytime, Sunlight Shrike. Shrike is a unique Rogul with an extremely large roaming area, which includes the spawn point for the Silent Obelisk landmark. So, watch out if you travel here and linger. Shrike can and will attack you. At least that's how it was in the original edition of the game, and the port to the 3DS. Here's the Dark Swamp, another heckin' poisonous hell pit. Across it is a secret area landmark that will be important for later quests. I guess we could head over and grab it right now, but counter thought, how about not though? How about not? What the hell is this quest pickup? I don't remember what that thing is. I might have mentioned this before, but Xenoblade 2 and 3, I don't remember how X handled it, improved unique enemy rematches phenomenally over how they are in this game. Instead of uniques respawning on their own and jumping you forever, beating a unique leaves behind a tombstone that you can interact with to respawn the enemy at your convenience. It's very helpful. Really like that mechanic. Tumultuous Felix is up on that cliff there. Let's not bother him as Brood because they will definitely murder me right now. Here's Mad Oopa. Why are you mad, boy? Is it because you're dead?
Let's stay focused.
We make a great team.
I kind of want to get Rhine in here. I do want to get all of the three-person end battle dialogues eventually. They're good fun.
This lamp, it has a very strange glow.
It's a remnant of the High Entia. They've hidden themselves away in the upper reaches now. But at one time, they controlled this whole area.
Good for them.
It's the perfect place to get some shut-eye. The lamp will keep the monsters away, We'll be safe if we rest here.
Ah, the breeze feels so good. It's so peaceful. You know, Shulk, I hope every day can be like this, always.
You will pay for what you've done! You will know the pain and suffering you caused the Emperor and Fiora!
Do you wish to change it? The future?
Has it been that long?
Dixon.
14 years since I found you on that mountain. Seems like yesterday.
I owe it all to you. If you hadn't found me that day, I wouldn't be here now discovering the world.
Forgive me, Shulk. Sorry I couldn't save your folks.
Don't be.
Now I think about it, that was when I found the Monado as well. This might be crazy talk, but maybe you and the Monado are part of some higher plan.
I don't remember much at all. But I know that my mum and dad left me it. The Monado was their final gift to me. At least, that's how I used to think of it. That's why I want to discover its true power and help defeat the Mechon. But so far, I've just been creating piles of Mechon scrap.
So you don't just want to study it in a lab after all?
This sword... there must be some way.
Finally decided to join us, Shulk.
Sorry, guys. Didn't sleep a wink.
Right then. Time to move on. How far now?
We'll be there soon enough. The High Entia ruins are just ahead.
Why you gotta be so damn weird, Dixon? It's enough to make people suspicious that you're up to no good. So we're going to head to the end of this area, up through this channel here, and not up and around the cliffs about it, because up there's a whole troop of high-level monkeys! I forgot to mention it during the initial recording, but do you remember the Lemonstone's vision mentioning the Nopon Zazadan? Well, he's in a cave north of Glowing Obelisk. We'll catch up with him later. Meet a truly irritating ether deposit. I'm sliding away. Here's a warning. If you want to complete the timed quests for the Colony 6 refugees on the Bionis leg, go and do so now. When we hit the next cutscene, Juju, Otharon, and Dixon will all leave the party, and those timed quests will no longer be available. Well, except for Ernest, who doesn't leave. A whole new side quest type endeavor will start at this point, where you'll be able to help Juju rebuild Colony 6. Maybe I'll drop by to show it off in the next video. Or maybe not. I might need to do Otharon's quest, The Road Home, to get the refugees back to Colony 6 before reconstruction can start. And, folks, that quest is a serious issue. Do not underestimate that quest. Welcome to the Satorl statues. I'll be honest, I've never really looked at these before. What are you doing? I legitimately didn't know that they were of High-Entia women with a kinda scary demon face in the middle.
The upper regions are through that entrance. You gotta go through Magna Forest first. Prison Island is at the Bionis Head, just above Magna Forest.
It pains me to say it, but this is the point where I turn back. I must see to the survivors, and I'm also very concerned about Colony 9.
I understand. Thank you for everything.
I might have said a few things I shouldn't have back in the mine. Forgive me.
No, it's okay.
I owe you my life, young man. I'll never forget it, heir to the Monado. Medic, will you stay with them?
I want to help Shulk. The Mekon must pay for what they did. And I'm sure Gaddo is still alive somewhere. If he is, I have to find him.
Find him for me too. Good luck.
Sharla, I want to go with the Tharon.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I've never seen anything cooler than Shulk smashing Mekon with the Monado. But I'm just slowing you down.
No way, kid. You just need to shape up like me.
It's okay. I've made up my mind. Compared to you guys, I know I'm pretty useless. But that's cool, because I know what I can do. I'm gonna go back to the colony and help the survivors rebuild their lives.
You'll do us proud, kid.
Good luck, Juju.
Thanks.
Shulk, Ryan, keep Sharla safe for me.
Dixon, are you leaving too?
The Mekon may be gone from Colony 6 now, but that doesn't mean we've seen the last of them. When they launch another attack, and they will, Colony 9's gonna need my help.
Yeah. I guess you're really needed at the colony.
This ain't the last you'll see of me. You should be all right for now. Look after the Monado.
You can bet on it. We won't let the colony down.
You'll make us proud, Shulk. You, on the other hand, need to buck up your ideas. How else are you gonna protect Shulk?
Thanks for the heads up, Dixon.
Good luck. See ya. Can't say I feel so good about deceiving these kids.
What's that you say?
Oh, just mumbling. Forget I said anything.
Why you gotta be so damn suspicious, Dixon? It's enough to make people suspicious that you're up to no good. The reconstruction. Help to reconstruct Colony 6. Juju wants to restore Colony 6 to its former glory. Visit Colony 6. Maybe there's something you can do to help. Go to Colony 6 during breaks in the story. Which there kinda aren't? Story-wise, Xenoblade is a fairly linear game, and side quests kinda don't slot in quite right. And there's also this note on. Why is he here? To pad out the plot. The next boss is at level 28, and I'm at 26 right now. I think I might be able to do this if the game wasn't about to hit us with a heckin' fetch quest. That's why this Nopon exists. How would we know about this obscure cultural nonsense that doesn't really even need to exist without a random NPC dumping it on us? Wow! Amazing! I never think Hum would come here. There are lots of ancient High-Entia ruins around here. You come here to find rare things to sell? Huh? You want to go to top bit of Bionis? I tell you how for free! You need to do our ancient High-Entia coming of age ceremony. You know about it? It tests for High-Entia boys to come men in olden days. There's a sentence that threw me. To come men. Great. First, you need to find 4 offerings. Scattered around Satorl. I had forgotten about this little filler quest. Yeah. Then put on a adulthood emblem in front of Satorl statues. That will open path to top of Bionis. This the only way. It dangerous. Be careful. So, next time, maybe Colony 6. Probably this crap. It depends on how well a test run of the Colony 6 stuff goes, I guess.